Alrighty guys, tis I, Chrissy Girl. Welcome to part 32 of my Pokemon Black walkthrough, playthrough, whatever. And in this part, we're taking on Victory Road. We're going through the badge gates, which is really epic, might I add. You go through these sort of gates, like one at a time. No, I just love how they did this. I'm walking because I just want to really emphasize how epic this is. I really love this. Fight valiantly like an insect. Okay, how can you... I'm sorry, but that just always makes me laugh. So basically, you just walk a short way. They open up the gate, and they say, okay, you're worthy. I guess that's kind of how I would describe it, but I really loved how they handled this. It's just so epic. And I love how the Victory Road music is really played down in this section. Like, you can hear it, but it's just sort of like, it's not as... It's not the same as it is when you actually reach Victory Road. It's much more, you know, pronounced, I suppose would be the word, in Victory Road. Here it's just sort of played down a little bit. Okay. Last gate. Let me through! I have the legend badge. I got it in part 29. It makes me remember all the gym battles that I've fought. It's fantastic. And now we are on Victory Road, which is like this big mountain. It's completely different to any other Victory Road I've ever seen before. But anyway, no more epicness. I'm just gonna run now. Otherwise we'd be here for ages. Over here there's an item. Fuck, what Pokemon? A Max Revive. Max Revives are handy to pick up before the Elite Four. You definitely want to consider it. Okay. The Victory Road really isn't all that hard to get through. I mean, it's easy enough to get through it. Admittedly, this is probably the only Pokemon Black video which is over 30 minutes. I could not get it any shorter. I cut out while Pokemon encounters. I think I cut out when I use items. And I still couldn't get it below 30 minutes. But you know what? It's below 35 minutes. It'll do. It'll do. Because I really didn't want to split Victory Road into two. Because really, it doesn't take that long. And really, I just think it would have been a waste of time just to cut it in half. So... whatever, just make it 32 minutes long. I don't care. So I'm going to be gabbing on for 32 minutes. Zep Striker! Okay. Go over to my man, well, my girl, Froggy. Okay, this is not a problem at all. I mean, these trainers are the trainers that are on Victory Road are a fair bit stronger than the ones outside of Victory Road on Route 10. On Route 10 they were like early level 40s and stuff, and here they're like level 45, roughly the same sort of level that I'm at. Yeah. I am gonna use the dowsing machine because there probably are hidden items that are gonna help me out. That's another cool gimmick about Victory Road, is just being able to slide down, because otherwise you're not going to be able to get around this place. Yeah. There's an item over here. Red candy! Ooh, that might come in handy. Candy, candy. I'm relieved that it's not lagging so much as it was. Oh well. That's good. Hidden Ultra Ball up here. Might come in handy, but in all honesty, I should be okay. I'm not going to bother sliding down here. I'm going to go up those stairs there, might be better. I don't want to go down to any, like, dead ends or head backwards or anything like that. That's just the way I roll. So another Ace Trainer has a Stoutland. Ooh, I'm so scared. Right, big Stoutland. I have one myself and he is so much better than that one. I'm gonna switch out just because I think Terrakion is the man for this job. And in all honesty, Apophis is going to get experience from this anyway. And ah shit, I didn't actually count on that happening. Okay. We should be fine. Gale can handle this. Good old Rock Slide, which I obviously replaced Ancient Power for, because Rock Slide's a much better move. In Black 2, before obviously I deleted the game file, you know, ready for the playthrough, I taught my Darmanitan in that game how to use Rock Slide. That Darmanitan was female, and I called her Zia. She was named after a character from the Kane Chronicles, which is a trilogy of books released by Rick Gilden. I'm not going to bother with Giga Drain. Leaf Blade's good enough for me. Scolipede. Gale's definitely staying in, I think. Unless... nah. Gale's definitely staying in for this. Gale can handle Scolipede. I've heard quite a lot of people saying good things about Scolipede. So... but I don't know, I have no intention of using Scolipede personally. Not something that's on my list, but you know, things might change in Pokemon Black 2. I might change my mind. Scolipede shouldn't be an issue at all. It's just another bug poison type, I can handle it. Oh, goody. Okay. Okay, back outside. It's kind of an amalgamation of in, out, in, out. That has got to be the scariest Ace Trainer I've ever seen in my life. So, what's in here? It's a veteran. May as well battle her. You know, experience, especially right before the Elite Four. Okay, another veteran. Behem! Am I the only person who, when I first saw this thing, thought that it looked a bit like Darth Vader? A very screwed up version of Darth Vader. I've got a weird imagination. This thing is just weird looking. It's one of those 5th gen Pokemon that I first saw and thought, what the fuck is that meant to be? Because, you know, there always has to be one. Well, it's a good thing Apophis is faster. And that is all I'm going to say about that. So, don't think I'm going to bother with that. There we go. U-turn's a bug-type move. It's one of those moves. It hits pretty hard, I suppose, but you instantly switch out afterwards unless you're the only Pokemon still standing. And really, I'm not a big fan of moves where you have to switch out instantly afterwards. Okay, heat more. Okay. We can do this. Okay. Well, that takes care of that. Lilligant. Heatmore, I think, can only be caught on Victory Road, and I think it's only on the outside of Victory Road. Sort of like, not inside the actual caves itself, but on the mountainy areas outside, you can catch yourself a Heatmore. Don't know why you'd want to, I've heard they're not all that great, but, you know, if you do, go right ahead, knock yourself out. Okay. Right, okay, moving on. Another ace trainer. They're everywhere. Okay, let's see what you've got to offer me. Kathy. Simisage. Don't tell me you're one of these losers that has all the 3 elemental monkeys. Don't tell me you're one of them losers. I am willing to bet any money you're one of them losers, aren't you? Oh, please, God. Oh, goody. Okay, that's one down. Okay, yep, you are one of those losers that has all the elemental monkeys. Oh my goodness me. Don't you people know any better? I've seen so many of you losers. Seriously, you're getting boring. And I still think Simipour looks a lot like Mimi from Digimon, but in monkey form. And blue. I am such a... actually, I'm just trying to think of what Pokemon I do want to use in Black 2, and I'm so confused because there's so many I want to use, and I just can't use all of them. Oh, it sucks. It really sucks. I've got one, at least, that I know for a fact I'm going to use. But the rest is just sort of in the air, really. I'm not sure what I want to go with. And that's kind of irritating when that happens. When you're really not sure what you want to go with. Oh, well. Like I say, I'll just have a peek about what the movesets of all these Pokemon, see what appeals, shall we say. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write like a big list of Pokemon that I want to use, and just narrow it down, to try and work out the team that would work best for me. Because there are a ton that I really want to use. I hate it when you make plans and then the longer you leave it, the more you find yourself changing those plans and just tweaking them ever so slightly. Such is the way that the world works. You make plans and then they always end up getting changed or tweaked to the point where you don't know what you want anymore. I mean, I wasn't planning on using a Musharna this time around, but I wanted to give it a go, you know? You know when you just want to give a Pokemon a go, you don't know why, but it's just something about it, you just want to see if it works for you. And it either does or it doesn't. In my case, I think Musharna has worked out pretty well for me. But you know, there are times when things don't work out for you. Purloin certainly didn't work out for me in Pokemon Black 2 when I did my first ever run through of it, which was just one of those, you know, basic run throughs that I did. Just so I could get the hang of it, really. And I didn't actually expect that Scrafty to knock me out, but okay. I'm gonna count on Tyrion. But yeah, there's Pokemon that's gonna work out, and there's Pokemon that's not gonna work out. It's just a case of are you willing to give them a try? There are people that may say this Pokemon sucks, don't use it, but you know, they might work for you. I was pretty sure that, I had a funny feeling that many people were probably be the type of people to slag off Mightyena. I don't know how true that is, but you know what, Mightyena worked out good for me in Pokemon Emerald. I used one, and it wasn't my most used Pokemon, but hey, I was able to use it. I didn't get sick of it. I didn't ditch the thing, which basically meant that it was perfectly fine by me. So, you know, it's just a case of, you know, being willing to give things a chance, really. And I am willing to give things a chance to see if it works for me. Because what works for one person might not work for another person. I'm not really taking any sort of like requests or anything for like my teammates on Pokemon Black 2. I like I say, everything, what works best for me might not work best for another person, so I'm just going with what works best for me. And I'm writing out, like I say, a list of Pokemon that will probably appeal to me. I've got one definite choice that I'm going with. I'm not going to give anything away on that front. Okay. I'm just trying to work out what I want to go with, really. Because there's a lot of choices to go with. Like I said, I'm probably going to go with Oshawott for my starter. There's still a slight chance I might choose Tepig instead, but I'm probably leaning towards Samurott. Oshawott. I tend to think of them in their fully evolved states. Sorry. But I want a good flying type, and really there's only 3 that well, 2 that I'm definitely considering, and 1 that I might consider. And that's a choice between Crobat and Swanna, because I'm interested in Swanna. But the only thing with Swanna is, it's also a water type, much like Oshawott / Samurott is, so I don't know yet. I'm trying to work out if that would be okay, if I'm okay with having 2 water types on my team, because then that could leave me 2 Pokemon that are weak to electric. Trainer here. Really, I'm ranting about anything but the game here. I'm on Victory Road and I'm just talking about what I want to do in Black 2. Jesus Christ, I haven't finished Black 1 yet. Okay. But really, there's not really... Because I think the main issue is there's really not that much to talk about with these Ace trainers. I mean, yeah, they use kind of interesting Pokemon, I suppose, but... really, the battles are just the same thing over and over again, really. And it's just... all these trainer battles, you do kind of get bored watching them. Chandelure is definitely one I'm considering Pokemon Black 2. But I'm leaning towards going to probably have a Chandelure on my team. I mean, it's the special-based Darmanitan, really, when you think about it. From what I've heard. Darmanitan has a monstrous attack. Chandelure has a monstrous special attack, so I'm probably going to lean towards getting a Chandelure. The rest of the team is really, really up in the air. Like, I'm considering Gigalith, I'm considering Scolipede, maybe. Because since I've mentioned it now, I'm thinking, okay, that's one I haven't used before. I wonder what it would be like to use one of them. I've used the Lucario before, I'm definitely ruling out Lucario. Scrafty, or Scraggy Scrafty, I'm considering. Lilligant, I've considered. You know, there's quite a few Pokemon that I'm considering from that too. But hey ho, when the time comes to actually play it, I'm sure I will have made up my mind. And if not, then I'm just going to have to force myself to make up my mind. I'm pretty good at doing that, if nothing else. Okay. Okay. 2 exits. I'm assuming I have to slide down. Why do I have to slide down? Full heal. Yeah, I'm guessing I'll have to slide down, which sucks, but if that's what the game wants, then I'll do it. Okay. Slap another repel on. Dazzle Machine. Veteran! Everywhere I look, there's a trainer ready to battle me. I'm well aware that you can pick up a Zoroark, which will evolve into a Zoroark, in Pokemon Black 2. Relatively easy to get on like this game. But I'm not going to use it. I did toy with the idea, but then I tried it briefly in when I first played Pokemon Black 2 and I couldn't get along with it. It just wasn't appealing to me. Personally, yeah, I mean, it just didn't appeal to me personally. I ditched it and went with the Crocodile. I don't know. I'm not saying that it sucks, it didn't work for me. Purloin, I said it sucks because it actually does suck legitimately. I mean, it has Scratch, which doesn't even benefit from, you know, same type attack bonus. And it just takes forever to learn any good moves, really. That's why I bash Purloin. Electros is an awesome gun. I don't know why I haven't considered using that one. But I think that's mainly because I've got my Electrotype planned out, roughly. That's the one type that I have got roughly sorted out, planned. Didn't actually expect Electros to knock me out. Whatever. Electros is a cool Pokemon because I may have mentioned it before, it has Levitate. So, it is not even weak to ground type moves. Which is awesome because that's an electric type's only weakness. If it's got Levitate, then that pretty much means it's weak to nothing. And that's why Electros is cool. I've used one before, it's damn good. It's pretty damn good. Full heal hidden here on the wall. Continue on up these steps. Hidden car boss here. Because, you know, these cost a lot of money, so finding them cheaply is a good idea. Anyway, we're practically at the top of the Victory Road now, but there is something I want to do before I proceed onwards. I'm going to use strength to push this boulder into this hole, and now I'm back where the Ace Trainer was, but I want to go in here. I mentioned before there was one more legendary Pokemon I had to catch, and it was on Victory Road. Well, this is where it's hidden. Save your game, which I'm pretty sure I did outside. Well, save your game, because if you accidentally knock this thing out, it's not coming back. The same with the others as well. This is the last of the legendary trio. This is Terrakion. Let's do this! I still love that opening in this legendary theme. It's awesome. Okay. Pinto. Do your stuff, chick. That's what I did outside this particular chamber. I switched Pinto up front. Because I knew I was going to need Thunder Wave to paralyse this thing. Terrakion was the one that gave me most grief in Pokemon 1 and 2. But in Pokemon, in this game, it's never really given me much grief. I actually didn't expect to hurt it that much. Terrakion is a rock fighting type, so I probably shouldn't be too surprised that Psychic actually did a lot to it. Nevertheless, I don't know why I thought I'd try a Quick Ball. I probably could have tried a Quick Ball in the first turn and it would have been much more use. At this point, it's really not that useful. Again, as I mentioned before, it's in a cave, so Dusk Ball's a good choice, and so are Ultra Balls. So either one of those two will do a pretty good job trying to catch this thing. And it knocked Pinto out. Fuck you, Terrakion. Going to Apophis. This is only going to sit there taking hits while I try and catch this thing. Ah, come on, be cool. Try again. Just gotta keep trying until this fucking thing will be cool. I don't think it gave me quite as much grief as Parisian did. Parisian gave me so much health. This thing isn't as bad. Not from what I remember. But it's still being annoying. Come on, be caught. That hurt. Come on. Terrakion doesn't even have Giga Drain, so it's not that annoying compared to Parisian. Why is it being so annoying now? Why is it always Cobalion that goes meekly into the Pokeball, like on the second try, every time I play through these games? While these other two are just sort of stubborn and won't go in them. Come on, be caught. Or else. Ah. Well, at least the paralysis is preventing it from attacking me. On a few turns. Not all of them, but on a few. Ah! Come on! Be caught, you motherfucker! One, two, three. Ah! Fuck! You're not supposed to do that! You're supposed to go inside the Pokemon and stay in there, you bastard. I'm gonna full restore. I don't really want to lose any more Pokemon than is necessary to this thing. I mean, I'm trying to catch it. It's not like I'm in the Elite Four. Rizzy and I had something to talk about that made it so, you know, not having to watch it so painfully. Yay! Yeah. Right, caught yourself Terrakion, and yeah, nickname it. I don't actually nickname it after anything from Song of Ice and Fire for once. Called it Dusk. I caught it at night, and it was a pain in the arse. It doesn't deserve to have a name of a Song of Ice and Fire character. Virizion got the name Cersei because I don't like Cersei, but she's really the only other character I don't like. Apart from Joffrey. But honestly, I wouldn't inflict that name on any of my Pokemon because I fucking hate Joffrey. Hello, chappy. There's an item down there. It says long way. Do you have the courage? Of course I have the courage. I think I went the wrong way. Oh well. This is a good item to pick up anyway. TM93 Wild Charge. And down again. And I'm going to go through here. There's an item here. Calcium. Handy to pick up. Anyway, jump cut. Back on top. Let's go to the Pokemon League. I have made it through Victory Road. Whoa. Well, it's been a long journey, but I'm finally here at the Elite Four, at the Pokemon League, the greatest challenge of every Pokemon trainer. I'm going to go into the centre here, heal up. You can also buy items if necessary. Make sure you're well prepared because, my god, you're going to need it. Make sure you have plenty of revives, full restores, hyper potions, full heals, stuff like that. Boost your stats if need be with like calciums and stuff. Make sure you've got items that can boost like particular types of attack, and just do what you need to. I'll see you guys in the next part. We'll take on the Elite Four.